We're sitting on the boundary between Management Unit 4 and Management Unit 3. And as you look around, you can see that there's a very defined line as to how it had been used in the past. I think historically, Management Unit 4 was probably more of a hay prairie. Management Unit 3, where we're standing now, was more of a grazed, overgrazed kind of a pasture situation. And on this management unit here, this is probably our least active fire return interval. It hasn't probably been burned in over 10 years because unlike the other management units, it's very difficult to get fire breaks in. What's different than the units we've been on so far, units 4 and 5, with the 10-year return interval, we get this really thick, thatchy duff layer of the grass. And that's exactly what we're trying to remove here. And as you look over my shoulder, you're gonna see a lot of buckbrush. And we kind of suspect that that's a correlation between the overgrazing and some of the past management practices. With this project, we hope to kind of knock the brush back and open it back up. With grazing and fire, what we've learned is you can kind of get a handle on some of these things by proper mineral placement. Essentially using the cows like another management tool, like a chainsaw or a mower or a backpack sprayer. So the past management history out here is very diverse. And right now we're kind of hitting the reset button and starting with the fire and the grazing. That's why we went with the 3-strand high tensile along the perimeter and why patch burn grazing is so appealing. I don't think buckbrush alone will be affected by fire alone. I think it will set it back a little bit if you get a good, hot, intense fire. To kill it and eliminate it, probably not. But the combination of the fire and the grazing and location of the minerals and the cows chewing and trampling, what we're seeing is it does seem to set it back and reduce it a little bit. Some buckbrush is okay. You know, prairie grouse, sharp-tailed grouse really like buckbrush. You find other wildlife in the buckbrush. So keeping it in check is one of the objectives. Where we have it, and we'll manage it. But we're not looking to see buckbrush get spread across the whole native prairie system. I really think a lot of it comes down to there's a parking area right here on this unit. And anytime anybody comes in here when we're doing other work, you see the problem, you go and take 2 seconds and cut it and it doesn't become a big problem. Where things become a problem on these larger units is the stuff you don't see and it creeps up on you.